Education 1030 students, I hope everyone had a great week last week. I know it was a lot. We had 2 chapters to do, chapter 7 and 8. So that is officially it for Unit 2. So I wanted to pull the syllabus up here to show you what we'll be doing. So we just finished Unit 2, which means that it is time for our Unit 2 exam. So if you look here on our syllabus course calendar, you're going to see that this week, March 28th through April 3rd, you will be doing the Unit 2 exam review, taking your Unit 2 exam as well as completing your second Exploring the Field video reflection. Also, just a reminder, there is not a Dropbox, so there's no Dropbox for the reading organizers. This is a wonderful chance and opportunity for you to receive bonus points. You will have to email me the reading organizers. Remember, you will receive additional bonus points for each reading organizer that you send in. So if you, for each reading organizer, you will receive 1 bonus point. If you submit all 4, you will receive 5 bonus points on the exam. All right, so let's go and get into the exam review materials. So how to locate the review materials. If you click on Unit 2 underneath the table of contents, you have to scroll under Chapter 8 and you're going to see a section that says Unit 2 Exam Review Materials and Exam 2 and Exploring the Field. It does begin on Friday, so this video started on Friday and it was uploaded, so you should be able to access this starting Friday. So as I mentioned, aside from your exam review materials and completing the Unit 2 exam, you will be also submitting another Exploring the Field video reflection. So just to jog your memory of Exploring the Field, it was introduced back in Chapter 12, and this is really a great chance for you to look at different divisions on campus, as well as look at different career opportunities. You have a total of 3 reflections that you're going to be doing and submitting this term. So some students have completed all 3, which is fine, but you do have to complete 1 for each unit. So we're on our 2nd unit, which means you will be submitting that this week as well. So your step for this week is obviously to study for your Unit 2 exam. We're going to go over some materials that's going to help you. And then you're going to go back to Exploring the Field section, and you're going to watch another Exploring the Field video, and I will show you where to go and the due dates for that. Remember, the exam review materials are only open for a few days and then the exam opens. So it's important for you to review and look at those dates carefully. You can study, prepare, and submit on time, right? So just keep that in mind. Also, just to remind you that the exams, you only have 1 attempt. It's not like the quizzes and the chapter quizzes. So you have multiple attempts on quizzes, you do not on the exam. The exam, you only have 1 attempt. So please make sure you're ready and prepared and do not wait to the very last minute to take it. So let's look at your exam review materials. You have your Unit 2 reading organizers and review sheets. So once you click on this section, it's going to pull up these. Now, one thing I did want to preface is if you see here, there's not a link for Chapter 6 because you actually completed a reading organizer or outline, if you will, and submitted it for Chapter 6 assignment. So that is something that you will use to help you study. Since you already submitted that, that will be something that will be looked at and that additional point will be added. You do, however, have Chapter 5, 7, and 8 reading organizers that you may email to me. There's no need for you to email me Chapter 6 because you submitted it to Dropbox. If you have been working on Chapter 5, 7, and 8 reading organizers, those are the ones that you will be emailing to me. Next, you have the exam review sheets. Now remember, review sheets are allowing you to look at all of the main topics that you will be tested on for each chapter. So if you'll see here, when you click on it, you're able to download it, which I suggest, and you can use this as study points. So get your textbook out, get your notes, your reading organizers, and go back and look and study these topics for each chapter. So chapter 5, I have the topics that I'm going to assess you on, chapter 6, chapter 7, and chapter 8. So, and you can even type in this. However you feel is effective for you, just make sure that you are looking at this so you can see the topics that will be covered in the assessment. And remember, as I mentioned before, we use a test bank. So all of the quizzes, right, have different questions, and they're coming from that test bank. So you're going to see them again when we have our exam. So that's just something to keep in mind. So if you're reading the chapters, you're completing the reading organizers, you're completing the assignments, you should be good. If you're taking the quizzes and even utilizing multiple attempts, that's going to help you on the exam. Okay, so you also see you have Quizlets. Now remember, Quizlets is a great way for you to get initial feedback to see how well you're doing. So we have Quizlet Matching Review, Quizlet Learn, Quizlet Test, and then flashcards. So each one of these is a better attempt for you to not only engage with the material some more, but test your knowledge and see how well you are doing. So please take that into consideration. So if you'll scroll down after the review materials, you're going to see the section that says Exam 2. This is a link to the Exam 2. You can also get it by clicking on Assessments and selecting Quizzes from the drop-down menu. The quickest way, however, is just to click on the link provided. Now you'll see here, even though the study materials opens on March 28th, the exam is not opening until Monday, March 31st. So you have from March 31st, which is Monday, until Thursday, April 3rd to get this test. So you have that window, if you will, to complete the exam. And again, you only have one attempt. Alright, so now that we looked at that, let's go back and look at your video reflection because you have another one due. Now remember, if you've already submitted 2 of them, then you don't have to worry about it. But for those of us that have only submitted 1, or maybe you haven't submitted any of the video reflections, then you need to make sure you're paying attention to this. So all of the Exploring the Field materials can be found underneath Unit 3. There is a section called Exploring the Field. And when you click on it, it will take you to all of the assignments related to that project. So you'll have to scroll down a little bit until you see the section that says Exploring the Field Career Exploration Videos. And remember, the way these videos are organized is by division, right? So health programs will have like nursing, that might be one, occupational therapy might be one, so humanities, we separate the careers into different divisions. And remember, I do not want you completing the same video. So if, say you chose nursing last time, pick a different division to watch. Just because you're picking it doesn't mean you're interested in that career field. It just means it's something that you want to explore. So remember, let's say you chose math this time. Whenever you complete and watch the video, there's always going to be a reflection document underneath that video. And that's what you will click on, and then you can download and fill it out, and that's what will be submitted to Dropbox. So for due dates on the second video reflection for Exploring the Field is going to be due on April the 3rd. So it's going to be due the same time that the exam closes. So just make sure that you get it in by that time. All right, that pretty much covers what we'll be working on this week. We will begin at Unit 3 after this week. So you'll have a new video that's uploaded during that time on April the 4th. So watch out for that. And I will send an email reminder when that video is uploaded. All right, good luck. Remember, study for your exam, and I will see you guys soon.